Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the stage Mr. Richelieu Jennings.
Wow. Jeez, wasn't expecting all of that. Well, good evening. It's humbling to be here tonight and accept this award on the behalf of the future Mr. Trevor Walsh. That young man and the young men and women that are here this evening, that are in the BroSys program, are the future of our country, future of our planet. And if what he showed us tonight is any indication, his future is looking pretty bright. So I was going to get up here and tell my story, but that was already told with a little bit more depth than I would have gone into. But, you know, the story that you heard is one of a young man not very different from Trevor. You know, I came to this country to go to college, Civil War, couldn't go home, refugee in New York, selling soap on the street, builds a business that is investing back in his community, focused on making the community stronger. That is what America ought to be about. And it is what made Madam C.J. Walker so great, and it is why that receiving this honor is so important to me. And that's because I have been obsessed with Madam C.J. Walker since I came to this country and couldn't find the products that she was making on the shelves or anywhere. And as we were building our own business, I often wondered, what happened to this great brand? What happened to this incredible legacy that this incredible human being had given to us? And it took me 10 years to find where the brand was, and it was being guarded and protected by a mother and daughter team in Indiana. And it took me another 5 years to convince them to entrust us, me and my family, with being the custodians of the Madam C.J. Walker brand. 4 years ago, or 3 years ago now, we relaunched the Madam C.J. Walker brand in Sephora. Because it was important to us that she sat at the same levels, on the same pedestals, in the same environments as a Coco Chanel, as any, because she did it under much more dire circumstances at a time when she wasn't even considered a full human being. And we need to be reminded of what that was, but also we need to be working to change what that is. And so, as you guys heard earlier, when we did this deal with Unilever, it was important to us that we also figured out a way to bring the next 10, 20, 100, 1,000 Madam C.J. Walkers forward, and that's with the New Voices Fund, $100 million dedicated to investing in women of color businesses. You see, our progress for our communities and in our communities is not an option. Because if we don't progress in our communities, we will always be in these rooms raising money. We will always be reliant upon somebody else to reach into their pockets and support us. We need to start taking actions that allow us to support ourselves, and that allow us to create the types of opportunities for our children that every other community has the opportunity to create. Economic inclusion must be a civil right. Because without that, we cannot sustain ourselves. And so in closing, I just want to say thank you to you guys for giving me this award. I will continue to do all that I can to help build our communities, and I look forward to partnering with the Bro and Sis organization to do even more. Thank you. And I gotta find Trevor because I need that jacket.